Number 1, civil target is flight 4, Barrage, 65, 20 low. Everyone.
Well, hello there, Julian.
How are you, Chris? How are you, Chris? How are you, Chris?
Doing good. Hello, Susan. John, a little twisted, and everybody that's sliding in on this Monday evening. How are you doing?
We're doing all good. They're doing all good. It's a howdy 3/3/2025, which comes out to a 15-6, and that 6 is romance. It's the heartbeat. Heartbeats twice. It gives and it receives. So it's important today.
This game. Come on, babies, play the game of love.
To love, to give love, and also to receive that love. And don't think that you're, the super person that can do everything by yourself. Ask for help, please. Always ask for help. It's communion. It's all about community. We're in 2025, and this is a time of community. Totally. Is that right, guess? Kathleen Connor, hi. How are you?
Hey, Cindy, Kathleen, welcome to the show. A little twisted.
Cindy, a little twisted with all these hearts. Blessings to you, dear.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Yes. Any particular questions from the audience? Anybody out there would like to know anything? Zelensky's shoe size, or his or what kind of food
he needs to get himself a damn suit.
And should we start up a what is that, a startup or something to get him a suit?
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? He's got billions of American dollars. I mean,
he's looking for something very special, I believe. Maybe he just wants to be a spaceman. What's that song? Oh, Mr. Spaceman.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Mr. Spaceman. Maybe he wants a space suit, right? The man is a spaceman. Totally. He is a spaceman. It's an interesting you can say a philosophy that has been presented from the psyche of Zelensky and Trump and Vance and these worlds coming together, coming apart, whatever's going on. It's what did they say? March Madness? Are we in March Madness, Chris?
Yeah, Cindy says a GoFundMe with chopsticks.
That's it. We need to GoFundMe Zelensky. Let's get him a suit.
I was at a Chinese restaurant the other day and I got a damn fortune cookie and it had no fortune in it.
Well, possibly possibly the Chinese or Zelensky took them.
I know, right? I was like,
You know,
damn, I got ripped.
He's taking everything else. He might be taking the fortune cookies as well. You know, who knows?
Wow.
Who knows? Or we might have given him the fortunes, right? Because we've given him everything. This guy has everything except the suit. So it's interesting. It's amazing, you know, how in this day and age these things are going on. But again, we're in March Madness. We're in March, which is a 3. So 3 is all about communication, expression, all that. You didn't need a fortune cookie to tell you that you have
no fortune cookie. Girl, I got fortune cookies. I got cookies.
You got cookies, and yet, come on, God. I don't. Do I have to give my address to get a muffin or something, or what? What?
What do you mean? You went from biscuits to muffin? What the hell, Julian?
I want muffins. I want biscuits. I want soft things that I can put in my mouth.
Sydney said, "Oh, no fortune for you today, Grizzly."
No fortune for you today. No fortune. But,
yeah,
but
hey, it was so bad. Hey, listen to this. It was Mary, me, my daughter, and her boyfriend. I called the damn Chinese restaurant on the phone to get my fortune cookies.
You called?
On the phone. I'm like, hey, am I going to get my fortune cookies? She goes, oh, we sell fortune cookies. I'm like, no, I want my fortune cookies.
I think that we should start a campaign. The fact that before you go to a Chinese restaurant, you call them up and you ask for a fortune cookie. But the thing is that some restaurants don't give fortune cookies.
Yeah. But this one did.
Okay. But you
my
didn't have a fortune. So
didn't have no fortune in it. That's what made me
that
mad.
would mean it's whatever you wish for.
That's what I told him.
Yeah, that's what Mary said. So I wished for another fortune cookie, and then I got another fortune cookie, and guess what? It ain't no fortune in it too.
I'm telling you. I think the United States is giving fortunes to Ukraine.
Well, guess what? The United States ain't giving no more fortunes to people around the world. They cut it, didn't they? And that's
they're cutting a lot of things, and you know that's a whole different thing. But you know when we're giving $20 million to Iraq to create Sesame Street, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, right. Cindy says, I'll make you brownies. What am I going to do? Die from laughter?
Wait a second. We got brownies. We got muffins, and we got fortune cookies. I'm not getting any of these things. Come on.
I think I felt I got gypped.
Doesn't anyone live in New York City where I can meet them and we can have tea and a crumpet at least?
Yeah, that's what Lady Leanne said. She's gonna have to educate you.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
Last show.
What did she say?
She's gonna have to educate you.
Educate me?
Yeah. Educate you.
Well, I'm ready for any kind of education.
See, Kim says she lives in New York. She'll have some Chinese tea with you.
All right. Okay.
See?
Let's do it. I'll give you my telephone number right here. It's probably
down there
one
at
of
the
these
bottom.
numbers. It's 323-384-1333. We got a date. 323-384-1333.
And his Facebook's at the bottom. His Twitter's at the bottom. His Instagram's at the bottom. His phone number is 323-384-1333 at the bottom too. On every show.
1333. And if you want to treat me for tea and a fortune cookie or more, we'll do a session right there. Right there. We might even lay you on the table and do some hypnosis on you. Why not?
There she goes. She says, I'll be in Buffalo this summer. Watch out.
Well, Buffalo is a little bit of a hop, skip, and jump from New York City, but
ride the pony.
That what?
Ride the pony.
I'm ready to ride a muffin. That's what I want to ride. I want to ride a muffin. So, look who's our special guest. Mary with an M. How are you, Mary with the M, and how's that M treating you these days?
I'm doing wonderful, Julian. I'm so glad to see you. It's always so pleasant.
Yes. The M of magnificence, the M of mothering, the M of miracles, the M. Any other M's out there? Muffin Man. Yes. Let's. I'm starting. My startup is the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. Yes. M is the most powerful vibration, darling. So you've given yourself the most powerful vibration in numerology.
Oh, really?
It's 2 towers, 2 ones. And dear, and it has this V, this parabolic antenna that's open to God, to source, to all that there is, to all the energies all over. And what does it do? It attracts. It takes. It's a magnet for whatever it is that you deserve onto this M, onto your first letter of your name, known as your foundation letter. And it takes that and it kind of starts stimulating your physical, mental, emotional, and your spiritual bodies. And it's vibrating, and all the letters of your name are vibrating with that M because they embrace it. They love that M. And the M also has this tendency of attracting all kinds of people to it, all kinds of different philosophies and psyches and cultures and customs and everything. And sometimes they themselves are going through a bad day. They didn't get their fortune in their fortune cookie, and they might be flipping out. What they do? They start throwing stuff in your M, and that parabolic antenna, which is so beautiful and magnificent. All of a sudden, it becomes a trash can of other people's stuff. And what does the M deserve to do? And what is one of the purposes of an M? And are there any other M's out there? Please listen to this. They got to move. Mary, you gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta move, child. You gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta move. Movement, motivation. You're the motivator, dear. So it's important that Mary moves, motivates with your magnificence. That's the M. Where's that from? Is that is that the?
I had to play that for you.
Thank you. Was that the Beastie Boys?
Yes.
All right. See, I still got a memory. My daughter was born 11/11/1988, at 7:11 p.m.
Oh, wow.
She has the same, Cindy, she has the same birth date as Leonardo DiCaprio.
Really?
Yes. What was that, 1998? Was it 1998?
Yeah,
Get back to me.
1998. 88. So we got a 26-8. We got a medium. We got a woman who is very sensitive, and she's hell on wheels, and at the same time she's a double 11 with the 1988 and that 8, so she's a 2 2 4 8. She's a 3. Wow. She's an artist. She's a communicator. She's a businesswoman. This daughter is something else. And at the same time, 11s also, they have great sensitivity. They're here to understand how to use these abilities, these talents, this psyche, this way of understanding things on other levels, on other universes. It's almost like they can go through a time tunnel or some kind of a portal of some sort, and they can connect with oneself and people on a very deeper level. 4 9 4, and she's in a top. She's going through a lot right now, dear. She's going through a lot. Is that true? She's really going through a revolution of her evolution. Wow.
This girl. I like Ike.
Yes, absolutely. 100% accurate.
Yes,
She
absolutely.
was a twin, but my
accurate.
son lost earlier.
She was a twin.
Oh.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. When and the interesting thing here is when someone passes on that level, they're hovering around. Do you have another child, dear? Other than the daughter, do you have another child? Let us know if you have another child. Yes, she really is going through a lot. Yes, she is, Cindy. She's going through a lot. Does she pray? Does she meditate? Can we send her some prayers right now? Mary, Chris, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's send this daughter. What's the daughter's name? Let's send the daughters some energy right now, some healing, some love, some kindness, sweetness, a big embrace from the energies of all that there is, from Source, from God, from that of Mother Earth, from that of Grandfather Sky, from all the elements, all the avatars, all the beings of love light, all that of Jesus and Buddha and Lao Tse and all these beings, and allow them to shower this love over this child of God, this child of God, this child of truth, this child of justice, and just bring her harmony and bring her peace and bring her clarity, wellness, as well as a inspiration to feel the energy so she can move with it, create miracles with it, and more miracles and more miracles and more miracles. Tiffany, yes. T, that T is the 20th letter of the alphabet, extremely sensitive, and sometimes she's not very kind with you, dear. You have a karma and dharma with Tiffany very strongly with this child. Again, it's important that you appreciate her, she appreciates you, and at the same time, just give her love. Just give her love at this time. She deserves it. She's going through a lot. She's breaking through. She's breaking through to express herself better. She's breaking through because there's a shyness there. She's breaking through to a whole different woman is being born, reborn. What do you think, Mary? Do you feel that?
Yeah, she's so sensitive, and she says that I'm her number one supporter, Cindy says.
That who, what, where, what support?
Cindy's acknowledging what you're saying, and she's saying that she's Tiffany's number one supporter.
Yes, I am her number one supporter. Beautiful. And know this, that Tiffany also has our support. Chris, Mary, myself, we're now blessing, loving, showering Tiffany with love, with love, with love.
Absolutely.
I know the year, but I cannot be an open book. What year? Whose year?
Oh, like.
Wi-Fi?
Like.
Okay.
I like Ike.
I understand.
So he was wanting a reading, but he just didn't want to give his year.
Oh, well, all right. Well, if you don't want to give us this year, what does that 19 bapa turn out to? If you add the number, what is the number? And I understand. I mean, I lived in Hollywood for a long time, so a lot of people in Hollywood do not like to give their year. So, and I understand. I really appreciate the support, as her purpose is so needed, as she helps many in her career path. Yes, she has that shyness because it's for her to realize how to go within herself on a deeper level, to trust and have faith and trust in herself and that of grace, in order for her to move forward and do what she's here to do, which is to express and communicate. But at the same time, she lives in a duality. She is an extrovert and an introvert, and that's okay. But it's become comfortable and know how to work with those energies. As Mary is also Mary. Mary, you're an introvert and an extrovert. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yep.
You know why?
I'm assuming it has to do with being a number 11 or something, because.
Aha. Guess what? You and Tiffany have a relationship. She's your soul sister on another level. And that's what relationships are all about. The key to relationships is understanding that we do have a month, a day, and a year. And those three energies create the fourth energy. So what if all of a sudden you find yourself with someone who has a similar energy than you? But it's like with Tiffany. She's an 1111 and her 1988 is an 8. So she's a 1111 or a 22, which is a 4, 8, and a 3. And Mary, you're a 127 and 81, so you're a 191 or a 127, 28, 19. You're a 4711. So you're a 191, 11. Tiffany is an 11, 11, 8, 3. So your 11s connect. So you can tell us about your 11, your sensitivity, your connection with that of source, with all that there is, because the 11s are the ones who have the keys. And they have the keys to the door of light. The word light comes out to a 2911. So Mary, you have the keys to the door of light, and that those keys and that door takes you on all kinds of adventures, as well as with Tiffany. Tiffany's on all these adventures. She meets all these characters. She has all of these experiences as well as challenges with light and dark energies. And it's important to ruminate, meditate, and be expressive, to commune and communicate with others what your experiences are, because the 11, on a deeper level, on a soul level, it's the stage. And one of your purposes is taking the stage one way or another and communicating what you're feeling, what you experienced, so you can help others. Not thinking that you're all alone and you're dealing with this by yourself. Other people have had the same experiences as you. Is that correct or not?
Can I say something to Cindy? Cindy, when we were praying for your daughter, I was getting a severe amount of chest pain on her behalf. What is going on with that?
So, and Cindy, I actually was drawing cards on Tiffany. And if you want to call us after the show, there's our business phone number.
Very nice.
Yeah, right there, Cindy. And we'll talk to you. 765-274-1961, Cindy.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And I'm also feeling there's a lot going on with circulation, with nervousness, with stress, with anxiety.
Ear amount in the chest area. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on with her, but it was taking my breath away.
And the health troubles, it's important to believe, have faith, have trust, and know that you are a physical body with grace, with love, and just receive. Allow her to receive.
yeah.
Kim, no wonder he wants his cookies.
Yeah, I keep losing weight, Julian.
He's dropped like 50 or 60 pounds. He's looking real good. Real proud of him. Yeah, that's right.
Well, you know what? God works in mysterious ways. God works in mysterious ways. I believe a lot of my purpose is to help my daughter. That's true. Both of you guys helping each other. What's important here with your daughter is she's now 36. What does she do for a living? Kim Princess. You're the one that we're going to have that tea and is that the one that we're having tea and fortune cookies and cakes and all kinds of wild stuff in New York?
Yes.
Good. Kim Princess, you got my number. I don't have your number, but please give your number to Chris or text me.
Yeah.
Or anyone.
Julian's information at the bottom of the screen.
323-384-1333. Kim. Where in New York City are you? Of course, we'll have cake. We might even have some hot and sour soup. I love hot and sour soup.
My mom loves that.
Now what, Chris?
Yeah, my mom loves hot and sour soup.
It's good stuff.
There's something about that hot and sour soup. So, Mary, what's interesting about your energies also is that in your 1981, that's a 19. So you're here to understand not only your own power, but other people of power who try to take your power away. So that's your karma. So sometimes people play with you, with their games, with their psyches, and you're here to understand the power of love, how powerful that is, and blast them with love. Blast them with love.
I do.
I know you do. I know you do. Yeah. And anyone are out there who's a 19, meaning that they born on the 19th, or their year comes out to a 19, or their fourth energy comes out to a 19. This is misuse and abuse of power in this life and other lives, as well as understanding your power and your empowerment. And you have a choice of continuing to misuse and abuse it, or take this power and do something with it. And as Mary has found out, she's doing something with it, because she has an amazing energy. That's true. Look at her. Feel her. Experience her. Imbibe her. Imbibe this woman. I love that word, imbibe. There's something about imbibe, you know? It has this kind of like energy. Imbibe. I was born 7/2/66. There you go. So you got a 7/2/66. So here you are with Tiffany, the T, double 11's 8, a 3, and you're a 9/4. You're a 4. So you're the one that grounds everyone and everybody. You bring things to a certain point where, hey, I'm the organizer, I have discipline, I'm the worker, I'm the architect, and I'm also spiritual and sensitive. Tiffany had double 11's or double 2's, and you have a 2. So that's your connection with Tiffany, as well as your own mother, Cindy, your own mother. And then Tim comes in, Tim Wilt, another T. Look at that. The 20th vibration of the alphabet. The T is hidden knowledge. And the knowledge is awakened when you have and are doing something that you really appreciate, that really brings you a aha, that puts a smile on your face, in your heart, Tim. You're a 2/26/1980. 2/26/1980. So you got that 18/9. So you got a 2/8/19. You're a 10/1. You're the Christopher Columbus, my friend. You're the one also that's here to be independent and not dependent. Careful of being dependent. And on top of that, oh, glory, 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 glory. And your birthday, happy birthday. You just had your birthday. Wow. 2 and 8 is a from the 26. 2 and 8 is 10/1. We're in 2025, which is a 9. 1 and 9 is 10/1. Tim, you are a 2/8/9/1 in your birthday. That 1 of your life path, that fourth energy is known as your life path, matches your personal year cycle, which is the one that you're in, because 2/26, which is an 8, is a 1. 1 and 9, 10 is a 1. You're going through your revolution and evolution, Kim. Not Tim. Tim, Kim, my God, all these people who sound alike. We sound alike, we look alike. What's that Patty Duke song? You ever watch Patty Duke? 317.
Is that times they even talk? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
haven't seen that in forever.
Look at this. So Tim is a 1, and also Kim is a 1. And also Kim and Tim, they got 8s. And the 8 is the vibration when you have that in your birthday, as Tim is born on the 26th. Kim is born on the 17th. Those are 2 8s. And the 8 is here to understand how to balance the physical and that of the money world with the mental, and the intuitive. So it's all about that 8. And in tarot, the 8 is the card of strength. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what's interesting in the Rider deck, here's this woman, and I believe she's putting her head in the lion's mouth. Wow. Where's that woman? And is she getting a fortune in her cookies? That's what I want to know. I mean, here's a woman putting her head in a lion's mouth. We're talking about faith, trust. We're talking about also how to understand and know the energies and how to work with those energies. And she's doing that because she wants to bring that lion to a certain space and place within himself. Bring calmness, peace, and love to the lion, saying, I surrender. I love you so much, and I trust you, and I'm going to put my head in your mouth. Wow. Chris, you ever put your head in anyone's mouth?
My tongue.
There you go. There you go. We're not going to get into any culinary, exotic eccentricities here. Yeah.
Oh, you asked.
I know. You know what? I was thinking about what is it? I saw
an alligator.
He got like swallowed by a whale, and then he got spit out last week. I'm telling you, people. You know, you go out in the water.
A little twisted.
And say a prayer. Say a prayer. Don't go into the water thinking that, oh yeah, I can just go in the water and the water's fine. Really understand.
No. I've seen horror movies. They die.
This wasn't a horror movie. This was for real. Crazy stuff. Okay, Jeff, he's look at this 11. Mary, look what you've done. You started this 11 club.
Coming out of my nose, Grizzly.
Wait a second. Chris, what's your birthday?
6/4/74.
10. You're a 31/4. So you're like Tiffany's mom. What's her name? I got all these names here.
Cindy. Her name's Cindy.
Cindy. That's right. So you and Cindy have something in common. Very powerful. Both of you are producers, creators, manifestors, architects, and holding that space. You guys are holding the space. Also, the 4 is grounded, and yet the challenge is your own father. And men for a woman, men for a man, men. The father is the culprit here. The challenge. The child comes in with this challenge, with this 4 vibration. The 2 is the mother. The 2 is the mother. So with Tiffany and back with Cindy, Cindy challenges Tiffany, Tiffany challenges Cindy. And then you have Cindy's mother and mother's mother. And Tiffany is the one to break this archetypal line, any stuff that could be blocking this energy from progressing. There's Tiffany, the medium, the psychic, the intuitive, the woman of love who's here to also be of service, to break any and all ties of negativity with the past. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
All right. Mary, what do you feel?
I'm feeling good, Julian.
Good.
I'm picking up good vibrations. She sent me good sensations.
Good. Good vibrations. I saw them when I was 17 years old, and the group that was the first group was the Kinks. The Kinks. Wow. That was a while back. Beach Boys. Great stuff. All right. People are just throwing their birth dates at me here. I feel like I'm at a party. All right. I am at the party. I'm at the Chris Mary experience. We're creating this beautiful trinity here. All right, 626. There's another 8. I'm telling you, you eights better get it together. But Susan, you're the romantic. You're the beautifier. What are you doing with this power of beautification? What are you doing in your life with your purpose to understand also the business end of life? Not only your heart, which is so loving and so beautiful, but it's also important that you bring it down and make a business out of romance and love and beauty and really understand what you're doing, because one of the things you're here is to service that love through what you do in your life. That's one of your purposes. Does that make any sense, dear? Wild Bill is here. All right. Wild Bill. Yeah. Yeah. Mary, tell me a story.
Story about what?
Exactly.
Tell them about your spiritual healing.
Just any in general or specifics, or I do spiritual healings, and God helps people through that. Seen a lot of miracles and healings of people, and that's one of the greatest things that God has allowed and part of my purpose to do for others, and to help hone into that. That's one of my greatest things that
you get your friends before and after on here.
Yeah, actually it's in or photograph, and then scroll down.
It's interesting you're saying that, Mary, because I did that today for a in a relationship, 2 20-year-olds, and I was with the mother in the apartment, and I was holding space and cleaning the energies of the space through God's grace, as well as everything else, and showering light and love upon these beings, because they are in a mess at this time right now. So we have that in common, darling. But
yeah, totally. Yeah. So,
but people do it differently, and at the same time, it's God's grace, it's God's love, and it's understanding and knowing. Also, it takes work.
So here is a before and after. This is a aura picture before a healing, a spiritual healing. And if you can see on her aura, you can see the muddle in the, what do you call that?
The solar plexus.
And how it's, what do you call it?
It's
blockage. The blockage there, the blockage there.
Yes.
And this one, how it's not.
It's shorter, not really.
Right. And see how it's not kind of uniform or kind of, it's not bad, but you can see the blockages back here and up here and all through here, because they're not solid colors, right?
Yes.
So this is before, and here is after the actual spiritual healing. And this is about an hour after she got finished with it. Look at the difference.
Very nice.
So with the aura photography, it shows you proof that God does work, and it does actually take a toll on your body, and it does make a change. So, and her friend was amazed, because during the process, her friend was actually feeling it as it was working on her. But I just wanted to show you that when you said tell you a story. Because,
beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, because it's wonderful knowing that someone like you, Mary, is walking this earth with your energies, and also the fact that you understand and know God's grace working through you, and one of your purposes, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and the proof's in the pudding.
Well,
Because you have a lot of people out there that does Reiki and is a Reiki practitioner. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying all of them are fake, but you have a lot of these that are hocus pocus people that sit there and do this on whatever, right? But the actual, like little Twisted said, she felt it. We have scientific data that shows that what Mary does through the grace of God actually works. We have proof to show before and after. And we have the sensors and the technology to prove it. But it's sad that you have these people, Julian, you've been around a whole lot longer than I have in this field. That says that people can do things, right? And they can't, Julian. It's sad.
Well, I've met people who've read books, and the next thing is that they're doctors, they're professors, they're
teachers. Yes, exactly.
They have a TV show. They have, they're pontificating, and they have no idea what the hell they're doing. But,
yeah, exactly. And it's
sad. But that's where choice comes in, and at the same time, with everything else, it's important that people realize not to just be overwhelmed, because all of a sudden, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and she said, a friend gave me this number of this person. This person is this great astrologer and healer and stuff like that, and and I spent a fortune, and I didn't really get it.
Right.
I said, well, you got to ask people some questions before you say, hey, here's some money and tell me about myself.
Right. Now, Tim says that you're born with it, and it's a gift from God, right? And you got to remember that it's not the person; it's through the source.
You're born with it, but at the same time, you're the one who's here to understand how to work with it and make it right for you with the connection. It's not like you're born with it and then you go out and start doing it. It takes a lot to understand what it is this energy is, this fire, this energy within oneself, and what to do with this energy. So there's prayer, there's meditation, there's a lot of time taken to fine-tune yourself, because it's so important. And Mary, you know this, it's a responsibility.
It is.
It's a great responsibility. It's not because you have master numbers or any kind of numbers or vibrations, or you're seeing or having visions and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, oh wow, I'm gonna go out there and start healing people. You gotta be aware and careful of what you're dealing with.
Yeah, you really do. And I preach about this from time to time with people, because I don't like people being taken advantage of, and people that spend money and they don't get nothing in return, right? And it really bugs me about that. And it really upsets me, because people really need help. People really expect things and to get something out of it, and they don't. And it's sad. And it just bums me out a lot. That's all.
And all is because the person says who they are, or they have a certain a certain plaque or something on their web page or Facebook or whatever like that. That's fine. That's beautiful. But go deeper. Go deeper. Go deeper. Ask some questions. before you put yourself in that position, because there's people who do their thing, and there's people who really understand and know what they're doing, and yeah, and don't allow yourself to be taken by that. Same thing with with stuff going on in the world, and all these all these they're asking for your donation, they're asking for your money, they're asking for giving to all of these different organizations. Do your homework, my friend. Do your homework before you do anything of that nature. Do your homework to understand who you're donating to. Do your homework to understand what that doctor is telling you, or what's going on with you. Get more than one opinion, especially when it comes to any kind of medical health experience that you're having.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you a couple of things real quick, and it's amazing because, a lot of people say they're intuitive, they're psychics and whatnot, and if you learn aura colors and stuff,
sure.
Like for example, and of course, I've got a little glare because of I have lighting in the room for filming.
Yes.
But if you look, I have blues and purples.
Yes.
And what does that aura tell you?
Well, blues and purples are very high energy.
Right. And that's psychic. Thank you, Reverend Bill. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
And those are psychic people. Those are people with psychic abilities, right?
Yeah. The purple is that of the violet flame. It's a very powerful vibration of
right. Now, when you get into reports, and when it talks about vibrations, I don't know if I can do this without knocking over my drinks. But if you look at the graphs,
yes.
Look at the high vibrations. I'm maxed out at the top.
Yes.
I'm a high vibration person.
You are.
I am.
Why you're doing what you're doing, and that's why you are
high vibration. And Mary also has a picture of her hand. And I'll show this one, honey. Can you hand me that one?
That one's not. That's somebody else's.
But we also, with our equipment, if somebody says that I'm a healer, I'm a Reiki practitioner, and whatnot, we also can test them with our equipment to see their output and see if they actually can do what they say. And this is what it will show us.
This is a normal person's hand. So if you see, it doesn't extend out very far. When I scanned my hand, it was clear out to about here.
Yes.
The little fingers and stuff, the little energy patterns. I mean, it was clear out. So there's definitely something when you see that, that's a huge difference on how much energy output someone can put out.
And do they have to be with you physically?
Yes.
Or
because we have a biosensor that has to be attached to with another plate to get the biometrics to see this. So like when we go to conventions and Reiki practitioners want to test and see how much they output, we can show them. But this can also debunk people. You catch my drift?
Yes, of course.
So, this is what you're saying. You got to ask the right questions.
That's right.
You got to have references from people that actually been to them, not friends of people, that know them, actual clients that been to them. Like you got so many clients that you've dealt with over the years, you got a repertoire of people in your book. You know what I'm saying? You're so well known, Julian.
Thank you for that. Yes. About 45 years of of things going on.
Right. And I mean, I know people that I talk to, and I just mentioned Julian. They're like, "Oh, Michael." And they're like, "Yeah, he's the real deal, flat out, real deal." You earn that reputation, and people don't understand that.
It's work, and you guys know that. Mary knows that. You know that. And again, yes, we're born with gifts, but it's what we do with them, and how we do what we do with them. And
the gifts I have, they're not mine. God gave them to me to help people.
Right. But at the same time, you have to learn how to use those gifts.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's where schooling comes in. That's where, again, reading, taking classes, workshops, meditation, prayer, all that and more. So again, with it's like it's like with Tiffany. Tiffany is a beautiful child, and a beautiful woman who now deserves to understand that she's going through a breakthrough, and she's not only here to give, but also to receive, as we're all here to understand we can't do it by ourselves anymore.
Right.
This is a time now of community, of communion. It's not to be a superwoman or a superman. It's here to also do it with someone's help, someone's grace, and not do everything by yourself, because you're going to get exhausted, burned out, and sick.
And Julian, if you could, for the people that's new to the channel, that's just tuning in, can you explain some of the services you offer people, please?
Yes, you were talking about this is my chart. This is what I do. This is a chart of Prince. This is his numerology chart. So take the first name at birth, which is that of the energy of your soul's heart's desire, your destiny, birth date, and I compose this whole chart of your evolution. It's a portrait of your soul's numerology, the portrait of your evolution. I'm also a hypnotherapist, past life regressionist of 35 years, numerologist 45 years, and I do that as well as virtually. We can do that on FaceTime or on WhatsApp or on Zoom or anything else or everywhere else. And that brings you to a place deeper within yourself to understand what patterns or programs you might be repeating. And that is possibly a blockage that's happening with you, to discover what this is. And it brings you a regression to when you were younger in your mother's womb, or even another life. And what we do is we connect you with that experience, with what's happening now, and we clean that up. We clean it up. We clean it up so you have your breakthrough, so you can move forward and live your purpose instead of living your past. As well as also, you were talking about Reiki. I'm a Reiki master, as well as a reconnective healer, alternative healing, alternative therapist, psychotherapist. Yeah. And I'm here to serve you. And I'm waiting.
Julian is wonderful, guys. He is so good at what he does. So if you've never had a full reading from Julian, call him and talk to him. Like, he is wonderful. He was telling me things. He surprised me on my birthday this year and called and wished me happy birthday and gave me a reading for the year and everything. and it was amazing, guys. Like
Right.
it was things that like I haven't told very many people. He's picking up on stuff. I mean, it was amazing. He's very, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. That was that was a blessing. And
so is Chris. He's very good at his tarot readings too. He's
you know what you're seeing Julian do, ladies and gentlemen, is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, tiny bit.
It's just nothing. And thank you, Julian, for being a part of the Bigfoot Outlaw family and helping us grow. And we enjoy having you, and we're going to continue to grow with you. So thank you.
Thank you. Blessing. And Princess Kim, I'm waiting for your text.
Yeah.
You're in Queens. I'm in New York City. Where we got it.
That's right.
We're in the same planet, New York.
That's right. And don't forget, everybody, we got another show coming up at 9 o'clock tonight. See you then. Godspeed, everybody. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.